respect for the dignity of other people. You look at how rampant pornography is, the degradation and disrespect for women and for human life in general. It is so systemic. People of our age have not been exposed like our children have been. There's not a child in America that hasn't been exposed to pornography, I guarantee you, if they're above the age of 12. That's a fact. It is so systemic, it's horrific. And it desensitizes us at every turn. And so we're desensitized to the value and dignity of human life. We're desensitized through, and this is to the heart of what I said that you seem to take exception with, is that through violent video games, where literally you are encouraged, and you can roll your eyes all you want, man, but I will say this. You explain to me the value of a game that encourages somebody to go back and finish them off, where you get points for kill counts and you slaughter people. We're desensitizing people to the value of life. And we see it through the lyrics and music, and we see it through television shows, and we see it through movies. We see it in the fact that the mores of this nation have changed. We see it through the fact that we increasingly want to remove any sense of moral authority from everything. I'll tell you again, we could have 1,000 sidebars, and you could agree or disagree as it relates to what I'm about to say. But in a nation where over the last 40 years, we've aborted 50-something million children, and we have multiple states with medically assisted suicide being provided by doctors. At both ends of the life spectrum, we're losing the value for life that we once historically had. You can say that's good, you can say it's bad, but it's a reality. You couple that with the fact that all these other things are changing, that we're removing any sense of authority. It used to be that you had different levels of authority starting in the home itself. Fully a third of children in a recent Pew study say that they have no interaction, for all intents and purposes, with their own parents. When their parents live in the home, they say their parents have no clue what they're even learning in school. There's not a perfect person in America, but that doesn't mean we don't strive for perfection. There's not a perfectly morally upright person in America. That doesn't mean we don't espouse and aspire to reach for moral higher authority and expect more and demand more of our children. Shame on us if we don't sound the alarm.
So that's pretty darn good. And that's pretty accurate. So we have become a nation where there is no authority anymore. The family, as you know, in many precincts, dissolved. All right? Distrust of politicians at an all-time low. Distrust of the media. Media's collapsed. Where's the authority? We have a president of the United States that's loathed by half the country. There's no authority. There's no direction. Religion's falling apart. Falling apart. So when you have that, pardon the pun, free fire zone, and you say, well, the solution to violence is banning guns, that's not the solution to violence. That's not going to help. It'll make it harder for criminals to do what they do, but they'll still do it. You'll still have crazy kids doing what is happening now that's appalling the whole world. Because there is no sense of right and wrong, a collective right and wrong. We were founded on Judeo-Christian principles. This country was. Gone. Gone. No right or wrong. Whatever's good for you, whatever's good for me. And that is what the governor was addressing. Very